Okay, that's a lot of...
It's been a year since Nikocado Avocado bamboozled the entire internet with a single video. He went from being the laughingstock of the internet for his obnoxious persona in his mukbang videos to a master of deception who even left Charlie singing his praises.
This moment right here is this generation's
I know, right? Good lord. Jesus Christ, that's loud. I didn't expect it to be that loud.
father. This is up there with the Darth Vader identity reveal. Perhaps one of the most unexpected things I've seen in quite some time.
Since
here is this generation's I am your father. This is up there with the Darth Vader identity reveal. Perhaps one of the most unexpected things I've seen in quite some time.
Since then, he's been quietly planning an exit from the YouTube scene, having already made millions in ad revenue through his videos. However, his decision to revisit an old controversy in preparation for this exit may have put a wrench in those plans. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're revisiting Nikocado Avocado, how he managed to change everyone's perception of him through one video, his slow fade into obscurity now that he's earned his millions, and why some parts of the internet still considers him the villain who should not be forgiven for his damaging actions. But if you want to become a hero in my eyes, hit that subscribe button and let's get on with the video. Now, I've already covered some of Nikocado's shenanigans in a video before, but if you haven't watched that video or need a refresher, here's a super quick recap to get you up to speed. Nikocado Avocado, real name Nick Perry, started his YouTube journey over a decade ago in
I don't know how I'm gonna hit the subscribe when I'm not on an account. When I'm not on an account.
Crazy, how dare you not subscribe?
2014.
I know, it's such a sin.
As a vegan mukbanger.
Miss Sinner. No, I'm kidding.
Who, on occasion, also mesmerized his viewers with his incredible violin arrangements. However, just 2 years later, Nick would renounce veganism completely.
I never knew he played the violin. That's crazy.
I knew that. People were saying that it was so sad because he was really good at it.
Huh.
And then people were being like, oh man, it's so sad that he switched all his content. Like, look at how good he was. He was... before he became obese.
I mean, people say that, but then they don't watch your content. So, it seems valid since people were watching all his mukbangs and stuff. And then he fucking lost all the weight in less than like a few months, I think.
Because of some health issues he had.
Yeah. I rotted a tooth. I had low B12 deficiency. My sex drive was terrible.
Really?
Terrible.
I wondered that. Okay.
Terrible.
Wow.
I developed hypoglycemia. I don't know if it's directly related to the veganism, but I never had that before.
And because he found the online vegan community incredibly toxic.
I said in that video, why
That is true.
do vegans have to make everything about veganism? Why?
I know,
There's
right?
so much more to life than veganism.
So
yes,
real.
it's an important cause, but when it becomes everything, you sound no different than the Mormons going door to door, knocking on the door saying, join my club.
From that point, his mukbang
It's even better since half of my family is Mormon.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
went from being relatively healthy, normal-sized meals to obnoxiously gigantic portions made up entirely of fast food and processed junk.
I don't know how people could watch this back in the day, back when this was all popular. I don't get how people could watch it, but hey, it got millions of views, so.
As
Well,
unhealthy as it
Unspeakable
was,
is so
this
chopped. Don't even say that, bro.
ended up being a great move for his channel, with everything he put out in this era receiving millions of views. However,
Unspeakable is
as
probably
the
like
views grew,
one of the
so
top
did
10
his weight.
most chopped
Year
people on
after
Earth.
year, his scale
Not even gonna
unlocked a
lie.
new digit, transforming not only his body, but also his demeanor. This resulted in his videos transforming from lighthearted and fun.
Say new it all? New it all? Okay. Very picky. He's a very picky bird, stubborn as can be. He only wants his food hot. And I'm telling him, in the wild, out with the other birdies, you'd be eating your food off the Oh, he made no objections to come onto my finger. That was a first.
To straight up depressing.
Really, really good person. Like what? Why is he so good? 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 It's
While he himself turned into a desperate attention seeker, inserting himself into drama on every possible opportunity, with him clashing against everyone from Charlie and Stephanie Sue to even
God, I remember when that happened. That was so hilarious.
PewDiePie, all while humiliating himself even further.
I'm gonna be honest, that his drama never really pissed me off. I was surprised when I found out that people were actually pissed at that shit. Because personally, I just found it entertaining.
It reached a point where his audience saw him as nothing more than a caricature of what a ruined life looks like, with comments like, "He's a great example of what not to do with your life. Respect." And whenever I'm unsure about my life choices, I come back to this channel, and it makes me feel like an absolute legend. However, just when the internet started believing that Nick was slowly going to eat himself to death, he flipped the entire script by coming out with a reveal that broke the internet. On the 7th of September 2024, Nick posted a video on his main channel titled 2 Steps Ahead, where in just the first few minutes, he shattered everyone's perception of him with a massive change in his appearance.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. So I am the villain.
That's kind of fucking goofy, not gonna lie.
Kind of corny.
That's fucking corny, good lord. Shut the fuck up, man.
Because I've made myself one.
He'd then go on to make another bombshell reveal about the amount of weight he'd
Good for him being healthy, but that's fucking corny, man.
lost.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up.
Speak fucking English, you bitch-ass philosopher.
Having lost 250
How
pounds.
evil villains
off of
be
my
giving their
body.
All
monologues.
while ridiculing the viewers who made
Good lord, yeah, fucking anime villain monologue.
fun of him before, even comparing them to ants at one point.
For as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain, stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants, influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You
Oh yes, the ants.
are the ants.
But deliberately not telling them how he'd achieved
Yeah,
this
whatever you say,
incredible
buddy.
weight loss. That said, the reveal itself was enough to stir interest across all of the internet, making his video go mega viral and garner over 50 million views to date.
That
More
is impressive, I
importantly,
will admit.
longtime viewers were happy to see the massively positive change, since many of them had dismissed Nick as a lost cause by this point, stating, "This is like seeing a character you thought died in season 1 in season 8 being the secret villain this whole time. Unironically, this is probably one of, if not the best plot twist in the history of YouTube." Over the next couple of
I will
weeks,
admit, it's a
viewers
really
also
good plot
uncovered how
twist.
Nick managed to lose over 250 pounds without anyone noticing. As it turned out, Nick had pre-recorded 2 years worth of videos and started uploading them towards the end of September in 2022. These videos were designed to keep the Nikocado Avocado
I always
character
wondered
in
how he
front
did
of
that. I didn't know
everyone's
that
eye,
he pre-recorded them.
Oh,
That makes
yeah,
sense now.
yeah, that makes sense.
while the real Nick went on an incredible weight loss journey behind the scenes, losing 250 pounds through a diet that lasted over 800 days.
First of all, I was on a diet for 800 days.
Nick eventually confirmed this in part 2 of his reveal, when he mentioned how long it had been since he was in front of a camera.
Welcome to Nikocado 2. This is my second channel, and I hope you consider subscribing because I don't even know if people like me or if they want to hear from me. I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
He also
Real, that's the kind of like transformation that people with eating disorders get.
revealed why he did everything
This is something I've always wanted to do. You know, you could even tell in my soliloquy, I am always 2 steps ahead. I mean, these are characters, and it's the vision I've had forever. And the whole character thing, I want to make people laugh.
and how he decided to use his theater training on YouTube when he
It was
wasn't
very
able to land his
entertaining.
role on Broadway as a violinist or an actor.
In case you didn't see the video on my main channel, basically, I'm an actor. I went to school for acting. I have a very long history in performance. My background is in theater. And it was my dream to be on Broadway. Whether I was acting or doing violin, I craved that theater. In the case of Broadway workers, like you get a contract for a tour or a show, and when it's over, you're unemployed again. I basically employed myself on my own terms here on YouTube.
Resulting in the creation of the Nikocado character.
Something that I learned in my training, like in school, was that the actors who had to undergo like the greatest physical changes, they lost a lot of weight for their role or they gained a lot of weight, those actors tended to have the greatest impact. You know, when you watch someone on screen and you've seen them before and other stuff, you start getting that backlog of, oh yeah, I remember them from this and this and this. But when they're like physically unrecognizable, totally different people, you don't get that backlog running through your brain.
Which was a great way to ensure that the audience never takes him seriously, so he could blur the lines between fiction and reality.
And so it was really easy for me to blur that boundary between fact and fiction, like I said, because I was physically so unwell. How do you take someone seriously or think that they're in control, you know, when they look so out of control?
Not only that, but a month after his mega viral 2 Steps Ahead video, Nick posted another video titled How I Fooled the Internet, which basically featured a collection of clips where he'd foreshadowed his
For real, Deaf girl, guys. Hell yeah, pew pew knows.
own weight loss
Absolutely.
in rare character
Jason never
breaking
lies.
moments that no one at
Real.
the time was able to pick up on.
I'm making this video for me to look back on in the future because I will get healthy. I will drop pounds. I'll do a transformation. Hi, Nick. Nick of the future.
I said it would be very unique, extremely unique. I actually can't name one influencer who's gonna do what I'm gonna do.
However, there was one moment in particular that Nick highlighted as the starting point of his weight loss journey. In his third channel titled 2 Steps Ahead, the truth was in front of you the entire time. This was the video he posted back in 2022 featuring the same monologue as his reveal video.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know.
That being said, Nick's transformation was a positive in almost everyone's eyes, including Charlie, who once criticized Nick for his unhealthy lifestyle and was now praising him for the masterful reveal.
This moment right here is this generation's I am your father. This is up there with the Darth Vader identity reveal. Perhaps
Real.
one of the most unexpected things I've seen in quite some time. When I was watching
I mean,
this,
I
I let out
honestly
an
forgot
audible
about it, but-
whoa. Like, I couldn't help myself. My body responded without any other part of me having say-so
It's
over it.
you?
However, even though Nick had shocked everyone with his astonishing weight loss, many still wondered
I don't see me. Where am I?
if he'd been able to maintain this weight,
I don't see anything.
I don't
I don't
see
hear
me.
anything.
I don't see anything, CJ.
or if he would fall back into his
I don't
old
hear the
habits,
similarities.
especially since, according to
Real.
some studies, as many as 90% of people who lose a lot of weight gain it back over
I
the
think
next
you're
few
wrong,
years.
Jay.
Now, it has been 1 full year since Nick released his 2
I'm
Steps
just
Ahead
saying,
video, and
you know?
fortunately, Nick is showing no signs of
Yeah.
slowing down or falling into his old habits. He's even getting excess skin removal surgeries to indicate his dedication to stay at a healthy weight, starting in January 2025, with a plastic surgery for his face to remove the loose skin hanging under his chin. Then in February, he finally got a skin removal surgery through a 360-degree body lift, which resulted in over 10 pounds of skin getting extracted from his body. And finally, in March of this year, he decided to get a torso lift and a thigh lift to get rid of any excess skin that had been left over. But even though Nick is the healthiest he's ever been at this point, the same can't be said for his upload schedule. He's only been uploading once per month. and sometimes once every 2 months. He's likely exhausted the entire backlog of videos he'd created to hide his weight loss, and now with him still recovering from various surgeries, he's hardly been able to get back in front of a camera. His
I mean, if you want to, CJ, it's completely up to you.
efforts to drum up any additional engagement have also been largely unsuccessful. A perfect example of this is the live meet and greet tour he announced from May 11th to June 28th, 2025.
I'm so excited to be doing a live version of my mukbang all over America and Toronto, Canada. Each show is going to have a presentation about my weight loss, how I did it, a signing, a meet and greet.
He kept hyping it up,
You could definitely sell like the best weight loss course ever and make millions from that.
even in his later videos.
Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, how many guys are coming on my tour?
Hi SRS in Twitch chat.
My tour is literally in like a month or like 6 weeks. I'm so excited.
However, when May arrived, he ended up canceling
How are you doing? I'm doing great. How about you?
the entire event, with several Redditors on the r/Nikocado subreddit mentioning that they'd been refunded their tickets. The subreddit also concluded that the cancellation was most likely due to low ticket sales, with one Redditor even showing proof that only 6 people had bought tickets for his event in Houston, Texas. This latest setback, coupled with him not being able to
Oh, reacting to what happened to Nikocado Avocado. We're just reacting to like a lot of videos tonight. Because like, fuck yeah.
rely on his Nikocado character to farm more views, have led people to believe that his latest video might be his way of finishing up his YouTube career with a clean slate, since he's decided to revisit one of the biggest dramas he was ever involved in during his career, his alleged manipulation of fellow YouTuber Stephanie Sue. For context, this controversy started on the 18th of December 2019, when Nick posted a collab mukbang video with Stephanie along with fellow mukbanger Zach Choi. The video
Oh, my fucking mic. I've never heard of this drama, not gonna lie. So,
itself went off without a hitch, with all 3 of them interacting in a cordial manner, making the audience believe they were all
Thank
good
you for the
friends.
locale.
However, that couldn't have been further from the truth, because just 4 days after this video, Stephanie would post a video on her channel declaring Nick a manipulator who was constantly trying to bully her into starting beef with another creator. She called him out for trying to act like her friend so she'd let her guard down, only to try and gaslight her into revealing what she told him in confidence on camera.
I know that the full footage is not
okay, Kalaya? 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 I don't know.
out there. I did it in a way, I don't remember his exact wording, but it was in a...
What did you want to share? Or do
Hey.
you change your mind now?
Is that how you say it? Kalia?
Oh, maybe? I don't know. Alex should have guessed, not gonna lie.
I just feel like
You
maybe...
said you wanted to talk to your viewers with me here, because you never talked to any of your viewers.
And I just remember feeling just shocked because the way he went about it was just so, almost like an interrogation.
And trying to bully her through his platform.
The past couple of days have been filled with just a lot of manipulation, in particular manipulating my own words against me to make me do things that I don't want to do and I don't feel comfortable doing. And a lot of Nikocado Avocado using his platform to threaten me and to bully me. At this point, my home safety is kind of in question.
Nick tried debunking all her claims through a response video almost the same day, but his own audience didn't believe him at the time, with comments reading, "You're horrible, totally disgusting, karma will get you," and "You're a disgusting person," resulting in Nick's
I don't think Karma got him.
He ran Karma.
Yeah, literally. He literally outran the Karma.
reputation taking a serious hit. So by revisiting that situation with his newly improved reputation, he was most likely hoping that his audience might lend him a bit more of a sympathetic ear this time. He started off by mentioning how his side of the story in this controversy had been misrepresented.
Stephanie Sue told the internet about our real-life interaction together in a way that seemed less like a personal story and more like a true crime special.
And how she blatantly lied about
Welcome
them
back,
being
Alex.
incredibly close.
Stephanie and I had met just one time in person before filming.
I
One
honestly,
time at a restaurant.
here, which platform do you guys prefer watching on? Is TikTok better than Twitch, or is like Twitch better than TikTok? Because I feel like Twitch is better in my opinion, but I'm not too sure.
We didn't know each other very well. We weren't close. We were just trying to break the ice before filming.
Used deceptive editing to make it seem like Nick had something to do with her past essay-related trauma.
In and out of sleep.
In and out of sleep.
Hopefully you can trust me now.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Twitch has full screen. Oh yeah, so you can actually full screen it without having all the text and... Oh yeah, that's nice.
I do.
Good. Well, Me Too movement.
Hashtag me too.
Even going as far as to say that her tears in the video were fake.
But Stephanie didn't just rely on her words to sell this story. She relied on performance. The trembling voice, the sudden tone shifts, even moments where she appeared to cry, only for the emotion to vanish seconds later. It just all felt calculated.
However, he did admit and apologize for trying to make Stephanie talk about a topic she was uncomfortable with.
And that was 100% my fault. I was immature, I was unkind, I was unprofessional, I was childish, I was wrong. Stephanie, I am genuinely sorry. You were not obligated to sit and gossip with me on camera. You didn't owe me that. And I was totally out of line for reacting the way I did when you didn't show up to film.
Before ultimately explaining the real reason Stephanie made her video exposing him.
But when our collab fell apart, she panicked. She knew I was upset. She knew she said things that she didn't want going public. So before I could say anything, she got ahead of the story and she rewrote the story.
Surprisingly, this worked better than he could have expected, with many of his fans taking his side this time around. Stephanie is talking so childlike in that video more than usual. That just paints a picture by itself. And can't believe the most mature YouTube drama response was from Nikocado Avocado. For now, Stephanie hasn't
Yo, good lord. Would have never fucking guessed that.
responded to Nick's video, and given how old the drama actually is, it's unlikely that she ever will. But for Nick, this was most likely his way of clearing his name once and for all.
I don't think RUI was expecting that. For real.
I like how they just randomly name dropped Diddy.
She wouldn't do that. Yeah, she probably wouldn't. That's still hit crazy. Oh, you know her. Oh yeah, she definitely probably won't.
Just so he can
Seeing
make
how old the drama is.
a clean exit from the internet, which makes total sense considering he's already made millions in ad revenue, he's now back at a healthy weight, and his reputation is at an all-time high. That said, while he himself might want to ride into the sunset, there are still some people on the internet who don't think he deserves.
I'm still trying to get used to seeing this guy's real face. Because I'm so
Yeah.
used to only seeing his like logo that he uses. It feels so weird.
That ending. Specifically, people who don't think Nick's actions should be excused just because he was playing a character, especially when those actions could have had direct influence on many in his audience, like when he made fun of his own diabetes, regardless of if it
Oh yeah, like as I know she would do professionally. Yeah, it's like I don't even know, like it's 2-year-old drama, I think, if I paid attention to the dates that it was uploaded at. So there's really no point in bringing up that old drama, especially if now you're the person being hated in that drama.
was real or not.
That was $18.
Diabetes.
Or when he faked having a heart attack on camera.
Turn off the camera.
What's wrong? Are you dying?
Turn off the camera.
Oh, we have to get the aspirin.
Yeah, it's pinching really bad.
Oh.
Sure.
His on-screen borderline abusive relationship with Orlin also became a major point of contention, since to some, him constantly berating Orlin
Sit.
You're so fucking controlling.
and oftentimes getting physical,
I've never seen his face. Yeah. It was like a fucking jump scare first time I saw it. I was like, who's this? Is this a part of the video?
Neither. You've done neither. You just keep eating stuff.
Random blonde man
trivializes
jokes there.
DV, even if it was all an act. And while one can make the argument that he should be held accountable for those acts, that will likely never happen. For most, Nikocado Avocado's career is the closest YouTube has ever come to offering a true redemption story, a story that many didn't think would be possible at all, considering the amount of
And to be clear, we didn't think that was possible. I don't know a single person who would have guessed that would have happened.
views Nick used to get on his gross mukbang videos. However, he bided his time, squeezed all he could from his character, and made a grand reveal that went viral as the icing on the cake. And now, he's most likely going to ride off into the sunset to enjoy the health he's worked so hard for, a redemption
Oh yeah, he's definitely out of here.